As per the request of my friends all over India and all over the world, I have making this video in English because Bengali, I have done this video in Bengali, but Bengali is only restricted to the West Bengal and Bangladesh, and few parts of India can understand the Bengali, but English is the international language. That's why I am doing this video in English for my foreign friends. As this video is related to the nut and bolt, it is very important part of the transmission, distributions and the power industry's purpose, because the total constructions, total line, total conductor, total clamp connectors and all the connecting parts where the current is just flowing, and the structures, the holding the conductors and the discs hanging from the tower, and also suspension tower for the section tower, all types and different types of nut bolts has been used as per the requirement purpose, as per their mechanical strength. The mechanical strength is very important as per the calculations of inside materials, and how the strength and how the pressures it can sustain depend on these pressures. It is being used in the different places. So let's discuss about the nut and bolt. Nut and bolt, you know, all the nuts and bolts you see in everywhere in the substation, everywhere in your households and all over the working places. This is the most important parts. The name is nut and bolt, the small names, but the very important respects and very important importancy in every places in the world. So let's consider one nut, M12 nut. The different size of the M12 nuts are there. So I am considering the 12 into 60 mm. What is M12 and what is 12 and what is 60 mm? Let's discuss about it. M12, what is M? M is the metric, it's an unit. It an IS unit. So from these units you can easily clarify that this nuts is belong to which units, and this nuts is belong to mm, this nuts is belong to bsw. What the parameters or units is just attached with these nuts, you are just seeing after M12 you are confirmed, and you can 100% sanguine that this is the millimeter unit, metric unit. So 12 into 60, 12 is the diameter of the nut and 60 is the length of the nut. So what is the diameter? After seeing a nut in the sink part, the opposite but not in the head. Nut is not calculated by help of the head. So you have to consider the nut diameter in the sink part. Sink part has two diameter. One is the minor diameter, another is an major diameter. Now we are considering the major diameter for the calculation purpose. So the minor diameters plus 1.5, minor diameter plus 1.5 is the major diameter. So this is the formula by help of which you can easily calculate the nut bolt, and with this nut bolt the which types of spanners you have to use for the work to be completed. So you can easily choose your spanners according to the diameters of the nut, M12 nut. Now discussed about the M12 into 60, and we are considering also the 8 into 35, that is M8. M8 is the 8 into 35, that means 8 is the diameter of the bolt sink and 35 is the length of the bolt. Length of the bolt, the threaded part. Different types of nuts are there as per the requirement: full threaded nut, half threaded nut, semi threaded nut. Different nuts are there as per the requirement purpose. We are just providing the informations and design and approve the drawing for procurement of the nut as per the site is concerned. So what is the pitch? The pitch is the thread distance. The thread is present in the nut. If you see my video previously in the Bengali video, you can see very easily, because I have just used the different nuts in the physical mode for clearing your idea, friends. So please see the video for watching what is pitch. Pitch is the thread distance among the two thread. The inside distance is called the pitch, and the pitch is 1.5. 1.5 mm is the pitch distance. When we are considering, or when we are thinking about a nut and bolt, the three parameters you should remember. One is the D, diameter, P is the pitch, and L is the length. The three diameter you should consider and remember always when considering a nut bolt, and for the purpose that you are just fulfilling after the fulfilling these three mandatory parameters. So these three mandatory parameters are the diameter. We have already discussed about the diameter. The diameter has in two parts. What is the pitch? We have already discussed the pitch. The distance between the two thread is called the pitch, and the length. The length is the full length from the thread, from the head part. Without the head part, only the bolt part is called the length. So you have a cleared idea about what is the diameter, what is the pitch, and what is the length. And from here you can see the thread angle, the two thread. This is the thread, this is also the thread, and this is the thread angle. The thread angle, most probably the 60-degree angles are there in the thread. Different thread has different purpose. So as per the design and as per the requirement purpose, we are just changing the angle of the thread, and accordingly the locking as per the angle is concerned, and locking as per the thread is concerned, we are doing the thread angles. So it is in mechanical parts. And obviously the always what is the head of the bolt is very important. Why? Because we are using the spanner, we are using different types of ring range, D range for opening the nut bolt. So if the head of the nut bolt is hexagonal, so we are getting the more power than the squared, because if it is squared, then we are getting we are just rotating. The nut is just anti-clockwise and clockwise directions. When you are tightening the nut, it is clockwise direction you are tightening, and anti-clockwise you are just opening out the nut bolt. So when you are using the very narrow places and you are adjusting the nut bolt, if it is has an hexagonal heads, you will get the surface, the both surface in a certain position rotation. And if it is in square head, you will not get the position because of the narrow places, you cannot access it. So the hexagonal head is an international recognized. So we are using the hexagonal head for the bolt head and also for the nut, for the proper tightening and proper maintenance purpose. So we can see from a nut, if you are seeing that on the top of the nut head, you see the BSW, different logos, different companies name, and also you can see, as per example is concerned, 8.8. We are considering the 8.8. You can see the 5.6, 4.2, whatever it is, but I am considering 8.8. What is the 8.8 meaning? The 8.8 meaning 8 from just considering the 8 and just suppress the 0.8. And what is the 8? 8 is the ultimate strength. What is the ultimate strength? Ultimate strength of the nut, from where after this ultimate strength, the nut will be broken and nut will be damaged. So it can sustain and it can just pressures up to the 800 megapascal or Newton per square mm. If you are just forcing the nuts on the 800 megapascals, then that will not broken. But if you are forcing more and more than 800 Newton per square mm or megapascals, the nuts obviously will be broken or maybe damaged, and some dangerous situations will have been happened. So obviously concerns about and these matters and you have to know the ultimate strength of the nut. So by showing this video, and you are considering the 8 and you are multiplying 100, you are getting 800. So 800 here, the ultimate strength of the 8.8 pinted nut. And what is the 0.8? 0.8 is the yield strength. Yield strength is an up to these parameters and up to these pressures, this nut sustained the pressures very easily and smoothly functioning without making any dangerous situations. So what is 0.8? If you are multiplications with the 800, the ultimate strength, you will get the 640 megapascal. What is this 640 megapascal? This 640 megapascal is the yield strength of the nut. That is mentioned here 8.8, and you are getting knowledge that the 800 is the maximum or ultimate strength and 640 is the yield strength, the starting strength from which it can sustain. And as per the capacity and as per the requirements of the transmissions line, distributions line, and in big structures where the different size nut bolts has been used, it is just manufacturers by help of the calculations, stress and strain calculations. After stress and strain calculations, we are providing the manufacturers for making this strain and strain the nut bolt, and after that we are just tested that this nut is sustaining the 800 megapascals or 640 megapascal yield strain. After that will be recognized or considered for the use purpose. So it is very important. So today our discussing topic was a nut bolt. What is the parameter, what is the unit of the nut bolt, what is the pitch, and what is the aim, what is the length, what is the diameter, and what is the thread angle, why we are being used the hexagonal head for the nut bolt, and written on the nut bolt different types of parameters and what is the meaning of the parameters we discussed today. So friend, if you are interested, please subscribe my channel. You know my channel name is Real Life Indrajit Pal. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more updated technical knowledge. Thank you very much for watching my video. Obviously share my video with your friends and colleagues to easily spread the knowledge over the nut bolt. It is very important. Please subscribe.